Hello, good evening, everyone. Actually, it is time, it's almost night, but I don't think I want to sleep yet because I have to make this video about 20 minutes about my daily life to practicing my speaking skill in English. Um, Actually, today it's very it's very cozy day. It's very I have much spare time to have a peaceful day because today is Idul Adha and people have a holiday. It's a holy ceremony for Muslim. Um, Mostly they are gather with their family, and it's very common for people to be home. And this country consider consider Idul Adha as holiday. So I don't going to a course place today because we have a holiday. What is another word for holiday? Kind of, we a free day, so I have much free time today. But have many much free time, it doesn't equal to become a productive because today I just laying on my bed, almost doing nothing during the noons, during the day. Just scrolling into my social media, mostly Instagram. um, I don't know why I become very addictive for Instagram. It's very different with TikTok, but my guess is that Instagram more, you know, the algorithm in Instagram now better about myself than the TikTok does because in Instagram, I use this app very long since I'm a juniors in college. I already use this Instagram, and then at this place is the main app to connects with people I know or that something that I love from the social media. It's very different with TikTok. I just used it a few years ago, and then in this account of my TikTok, I don't follow anyone, or I don't even have a contact someone who I know in real life in my TikTok account. So when it comes to algorithm, the TikTok account don't know better about me than Instagram. So because the TikTok algorithm don't know more about myself, it's become less intimate, it become less personal about the videos that they want to show to me. So when I scroll to TikTok, mostly about the viral video, which is not really my cup of tea. So I'm more into something about politics, about books, and about dark humor and a dark joke and something like that. But what something to going to viral, I just don't like it this video, and it doesn't pay my attention, and then so that the video because don't pay my attention, I don't waste my time immersed in this app. But Instagram is different. The algorithm know very well about me, and because it becomes so personal about the algorithm, so when I open it, so they are about TV show I love, so it's very funny and hilarious, and I use another video. And something I noticed, if I see the comment button, the more video like this, more likely to pop up into my screen. So I use this video which I see the comments column. So more video like this will appear in my screen, and then I become very addicted to it. Sometimes it feels good, to look, feel happy, and looking into the screen and waste time. But at the same time, it also feel good because I don't do anything productive, and it make me feel become a lazy person. But actually, even though I have very many time waste in Instagram today, but I also have a few things that accomplish my task that accomplish it today. The first things are is about the first thing about I write an essay today for my scholarship, and I finish it, and I feel grateful about it. It almost 2,000 words in a pretty long essay. Actually, make it kind of easy for me because I'm very what do you say, something that I did regularly. Writing as something, day in life for me is a very regularly thing I did. So I wrote several novels, so it's so easy to write only 2,000 words. But because I feel so lazy, I don't I need like weeks to finish this thing, even though usually I can write this kind of writing only for a day, but I needed like a week or even more. I forget when I start writing the essay. And the another thing I accomplished today is about writing some a piece of not a story, but a kind of acknowledge for my one of novel. So I send this novel into one of a publishing company. I hope the editor of this company like my novel, and they save it and they publish it, and I'm become star writer, and I hope that I can accomplish this job. Actually, why I write I sense this novel, even though it's already in my laptop for either no, probably I abandoned it like several months because I don't think that I want to I have a choice which one of publishing I want to submit this story. But a few days ago, probably yesterday, I guess, I saved it an email from this publishing. Actually, I already sent two novel, but I don't have, but they don't send the answer about my novel, first and second novel. So I don't think that I want to send it into this publishing again because it kind of feel painful. I don't know whether my story accepted or rejected, but of course, deep inside, I'm really aware that the story must be rejected because I don't have the answer yet from the publisher. And but I got the answer yesterday, and of course it rejected. It's why I don't feel so happy today. But I think even though a rejection from other company is something that very happens a lot of time for me, so I don't feel it disturb me anymore. It just kind of something that happen regularly, and that something that I feel that yeah, I just part of life, and then I will try again. But at least I got the answer, and a very big difference, and it make me happy to know whether the things I sent for this from email that rejected or accepted, I got the answer. So I just don't feel I just don't need to wonder by myself. I don't need to worry whether my story are already reached by the editor. And also, I feel happy to got the email, because we know when we got rejected, at least they already read our story, right? At least the editor from this company already acknowledged me who write the story, even though this one don't know me, this person, this company don't know my name personally, but at least he already acknowledged my name in the story, even though he don't know which one I am. But I hope from one this story it can be accepted from editor, and then go publish it. And actually, it's not a big publishing company, but I love this one, and I really eager to publish my book in this publisher, because this publisher have kind of culture, have a community, and a very unique. And this one is kind of brave for me, because not many publishers that have a courage to publish books and stories that come from young writers. But mostly the writers who already published their book here are a young person, even younger than myself, and they make this story become interesting because it's kind of unique. Mostly the story in this publish company, this publisher company, very unique and a very young slide, but also this story very serious. They not only talk about love, even talk I love the love story, but it's not only talking about love, about they brave enough to serve a story that unlikely become popular, but the story kind of important for us to read, and come to literally words. I think it's very great, and a kind of story that probably can stand out for a long time. This is why I love this publisher, and I send my story there. And then I don't know what kind of thing I want to share, but next day in the morning I need to I think in the morning I have a presentation about I have a presentation of an assignment for doing a presentation from my tutor in a place that I take a course. I do it with a friend called Dodi, I guess, but I don't really know him personally. We just met a few times in the class, but he taught English very well, and so I don't want, I don't want, I don't want become someone that you know kind of ruins the presentation because I don't prepare to serve the presentation in front of the audience in the class. So very in the early morning today, the next day, tomorrow, I hope that I can wake up very early. So before I going to the class, I'm already learn something that the things that I need to do in the presentation tomorrow. The topic we will talk tomorrow about TED Talks. Probably you know very well about it. TED Talk is kind of conference. There are conference that the tagline of this organization is spread words idea, and this um the kind of broadcasting company, but it's not for profit. I guess it's kind of volunteering. So people in these fields, they make a conference that record this and then they share it in their channel, in the website or a YouTube channel, and then also the we can hear the conversation, not conversation, the picture, the lecture from the expert person in the podcast if we want learn about about many things in our life, about various topic. If you into something like politics, if you like a poet and a social issue and something like that, even a business, then I think you will enjoy this podcast and this YouTube video from the channel, from the TED Talk, and a very wide known. So I think people in the college mostly know about this thing because it's very popular, and I think it's kind of part of academic culture about this one, because when someone can give their speak in the TED Talk, mostly they have become very proud to themselves because mostly expert person who give speak in this conference. People who I listen from this conference like Amal Khasir and Dahlia Mujahid, or even like Bill Gates or Yuval Noah Harari. They are talk about this various topic. Sometimes I love the story that very personal. They come from their life experience, and they share the story to the audience, and very moving and inspiration story. But sometimes I'm also like when a speaker talk with humorous way, and it's kind of very, when you not very, it doesn't mean it only joking, it doesn't mean it's not serious, but you talk that crucial and important thing with humor, with something that less serious, but it doesn't mean the essence what you want to talk it don't have effects or beneficial for the audience. And then today I'm also listen from BBC. Of course, it is I want to make a habit to listen BBC every day, and today I'm listen kind of 30 not 30 minutes, I think less than 30 minutes, a podcast from BBC. I heard about mostly the story come from Africa. The first story is kind of war in Africa, in I guess in kind of in not Nigeria, but somewhere a country in Africa, and I forget the name. I think it's kind of Rwanda or Eritrea, that something like that. And that story about that the war, as we know, that are very destructive for economy and the social life of people, and that's very scary. And I think I got lucky at this moment. I live in the peaceful regions like Indonesia, or Southeast Asia. At this moment in region, Southeast Asia region in ASEAN, they are very peaceful place to live. The conflict occur only in Myanmar, I guess, today, and I hope that people live there in good condition, and the conflict in this nation, our neighbor country, because ended soon, so people can live peacefully without any worry about about something bad that could happen to them. And also conflict also occur in many parts of the world today. It also happens in between Ukraine and Russia. Is very it pay war attention at that moment. And also some part in Mexicans is still going on in the South America about criminals, and this conflict still going on. So many people move from the Central and the South America into the North America, and it's kind of a story that we hope that the conflict ended soon, and the people can peacefully live in in their home, and they can sleep very peacefully without worry anything. And then beside this about conflict, they also one of the not narrator, what you say, that someone who invites to give information, narasumber, a speaker from this podcast says that a conflict we see today kind of the worst war in 21st century. That I think 21st century is still going on. It's very long journey to become the end of this century, and that conflict, I'm kind of pessimistic when it come to this. I think if very if we hope there are no conflict in the future, but we can underestimate that the human stupidity, even though in this modern time, there are kind of escalations, there kind of more open conflict between the world leader at the time, the two superpower in our 21st century, between between China and United States, and they kind of have a tension between this country to become superpower, whether they compete in technology or economics or about expansions in outer space. And they also many we can see that this country not going well at that moment, and it probably become worse in the future. But we hope that this is not become an open war between to this country, because this country have biggest role in our peaceful and our economy today. So when these two country having war that impact also come to this region in Southeast Asian nations like Indonesia, obviously, and that we don't want it happen, and we hope that will not happen soon or even long time in the future, and we hope that the leader of this country have the rational mind not to start the destructive war between these two nations. And then the story about from the BBC I listened today about the others is about it's kind of scary, and I feel worried about it. It's about trafficking, human trafficking, but it's not about labor trafficking or like a fishing trafficking or about sex worker, about sex abusive, not something like that, but it's about transplantation of the human body, mostly about the kidney. So this one, high level government, a daughter of high level government in Nigeria, they flew to the London, and this doctor sick, and they need a kidney for transplantation of kidney. So the parents of this one was sick, because he or she was a high level government at this country, so it kind of sent a people from this country. They offered the job to the London, but it turns out this one got tricked by this high level government. It not high level government at this time, but in the previous time, if I don't have mistaken and listen the podcast, and that's not going as a planning, fortunately, and then the story become viral, and the problem is not only happen in this one. The things are is common, but mostly don't have enough attention when it comes to problem. I think it's very awful to hear about this kind of story, because it's very scary at this time. It's very illegal and violates human rights, and I think we need to do anything we can to stop things happens, because rich people mostly exploit someone who don't have beneficial from the economic share. So the poor people most likely become exploited by the rich one, because they need fulfill their basic need for their family, for their life, and something like that. And the last story I heard from BBC is about a feminist woman from Uganda who 81 years old died today, I guess. And this one very popular feminist, and she also a writer, very famous writer from Africa. So I think it's very challenging for her and live in that time, whether in Africa or in another part of the world, to become feminist at that time in the patriarch society. Even so, the struggle of this woman, I think, very brave to fight their rights, because of inequality in the community and society that they face. It's very brave. That is very brave, and need have a big courage for this woman. And I also hear this woman from Uganda, she didn't come from um, high social family. They kind of working class family, and her father are a teacher. So it's very hard for have a voice if you are not come from to rich family. But this woman's success to become legends in and become a legend and fights for the rights of women in the country, not only in the country but in the continents of Africa. I think it's the story that I want to talk with you today is more than 30 minutes already, and I also need to go to sleep, and I want to upload it today, so I cannot finish it without thinking about this video tomorrow, so I can doing another job, so I have to upload it in YouTube, and that process take many time. And thank you for watching until the end of video, and I hope you in a very well condition and in good condition, and thank you very much.